Gotta wear this Peace Fest shirt. Like
started, and you did wear that Peacemaker shirt the last time we recorded, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
Peace Fest.
Is it that you're just lazy, or you're just like is this a security blanket, or like what's the
Jordan, do not allow her to talk to you like that.
So what I'll say is
on the fact that his smoke alarm is not beeping. Like,
my smoke alarm never beeps.
Never beeps.
I never fall into that stereotype because my father hated the smoke alarm beep. Also, my dad cared about if the house burned down. So he was
like all of us care about if the house burns down.
I don't think enough people do, because why do they not change their smoke alarm battery if they really care?
I'm sorry. I moved past the smoke alarm. It was just like, in general, I do care if my house burns down.
Yeah, but people who don't change their smoke alarm battery don't. Clearly not.
Well,
enough.
Here it's more about the monoxide smoke alarm. Like, it's more about the gases, baby. The gases.
He just didn't wake up out of his sleep one day. I think it was because of the gases.
The gases. We had a lot to talk about, friends.
There's too much to talk about.
Our cold openings.
There's too much content. There's too much content.
We want to start political. We want to start Emmys. We want to start assassinations. Like, which way should we roll this ball? I'm sorry. We're not gonna. There's a lot of shit that happens. We're all millennials. The trauma is traumaed. Okay.
Even if we start with the Emmys, it goes political because some of the
it goes political. No matter which way you go. Oh my God.
Some of the big moments of the Emmys right now. By the way, did y'all watch the Emmys? Because I'm gonna be honest, I had to catch the highlights.
I didn't even catch the highlights. I caught the social medias. I think I was on Variety and was just like refreshing their page to know. And like, again, I was at an event last night. It wasn't an Emmy event. Unless I'm dressing up and going to the Emmys. Unless I'm dressing up and going to the Emmys, I'll catch it afterwards. I'm in that weird position now where we do too much stuff. Like, I had an event every single night this week. Yesterday was the only, and in fact, and I'm so sorry, Pasadena Playhouse, I was supposed to be at an event last night.
She said, I'm so sorry, by the way, if you see this.
If you see this, Pasadena Playhouse, I wasn't sick. I couldn't do one more thing.
She said I wasn't sick.
How did you guys like the highlights, I guess? Adam, did you watch it?
I kind of was seeing what's happening real time with updates and things like that. I was busy doing other stuff last night. Yeah, so I got that, but I did see obviously history making last night, which
last night.
Which one?
We all know
there was multiple, but there's a specific one.
We got the youngest Emmy winner with Adolescence. We got the first Black this one, that's the one that you wanted. And then we got the Go Birds. So there was a lot of big things that happened.
Oh, crazy.
Go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds.
Did she say that? Did she mean Philadelphia?
Yeah, so she's an Eagles.
You're asking me? I don't fucking know.
Yes, and actually, so the Eagles won, which, by the way, one of the funniest things happened during that game. But moving on.
What
happened to the game? Because you're our football guy.
Chris Jones is a defensive player,
correspondent,
one of the best defensive players like in the sport and stuff. And he's sitting there, and this is towards the end of the game, like right before they're like the game's over. The Eagles beat them by 3 points. Chris is yelling at the man who just won a Super Bowl, the quarterback who just won a Super Bowl for the Eagles, and he goes, "Y'all didn't even get 100 yards," and he goes, "Shut your bitch ass up. We won." And it was just like,
he obviously did not actually say that, right?
Oh, 100% he said that.
He said bitch ass for real?
Yeah, he said shut your bitch ass up. We won.
That's not okay.
Wouldn't talk to me like that.
Right, but they're gonna censor what's her face for saying fuck ICE. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. So that was the whole thing.
She won for Hacks. She was the
yes, Hacks. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So she won Hacks for Hacks. Got up there. Go Birds. I did like Jasmine. Did you see the not the GoFundMe, but the money aspect they were doing for the speech? Did you see this?
I heard people talking about it, but I didn't understand what that meant. I didn't know if that was real or just like a gag.
The guy that was hosting was going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club. It was his money. But what happened is if you went over your time limit of speaking, money would start decreasing out of it. And if you were under your time limit, money would go in for every second you were under.
Oh, I heard her say, like, I'll pay the difference. Like, yeah. That's cute. That is
so. That's what she was saying. It was like, I'll do. Yeah, so like whatever. I mean, she's going to pay a fine anyway from the FTC, but yeah. So, or whatever other letters want to sue her for nonsense. Anyways,
The
yeah.
USA
So that happened.
probably.
Whatever. Anyways, yeah. So back to the wins. Penguin win, which was great.
I love that. I loved seeing. Did Colin Farrell get nominated?
No, but didn't he win?
I think he
I feel
won.
like he won last
I know
year.
he won last year. He swept the awards last year. He got all the Saturn Awards, the Emmys,
They're
the
all
Golden
weird.
Globes.
Were the Emmys not part of Penguin last year and he won and then now they're a part of it again? Like, am I crazy to think that? Like, what did he win?
Last year? I can check. It's going to take me a second.
Yeah, because I agree with Jordan. I remember Colin Farrell winning, but I don't. Was it for the Penguin or not for Penguin?
It wasn't Emmys. It says Colin Farrell was not a presenter or award recipient of the 2024 Emmy, so it was like all the
Was
other
he nominated
awards.
for Penguin?
I think Penguin didn't make the cutoff last year, which is why it was
I think
included.
It was
missed it,
this
if I remember
year.
right.
This year was all the Penguin Awards.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
good that she
so
won. But also,
I'm
you guys
surprised he didn't get
saw
nominated.
Andor won?
Yeah. Did it win the
Andor
big
did,
prize?
Andor did.
It should have, because the writing on there, superb.
Which one won the big of the night?
Oh, the studio.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
I
the
did see him
studio
walking
studio.
into the Apple
Well,
TV after party with all his awards. That was
Yeah,
walking
They
out
are
like
saying
Beyonce.
that Colin Farrell. They are saying Colin Farrell got snubbed as far as Emmys this year. So yeah,
I mean, in fairness,
but there was a lot of
agree.
good stuff against
But like,
it.
yeah, there's so much good stuff. Oh, here we go. This podcast is brought to you by nobody other than Charmin at this point. So
yeah, Farrell lost to Adolescence juggernaut Stephen Graham.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Is it?
is it because Penguin considered a limited series? I guess they're not going to do a season 2.
They're doing a season
They're
2.
doing season 2, absolutely.
Okay, because yeah, they said that he lost for lead actor in a limited series to Adolescence.
Lead
So
actor.
I'm
apparently
almost
it's
positive they
right.
said they're doing a second season. Am I crazy,
Oh, I am
Jazz?
100% sure. That's an easy Google. I know for a fact
Yeah.
that's going to continue on.
Yeah.
That
So
must maybe that's why it lost. Maybe they were like, we don't consider it a limited
Well,
series
I mean,
anymore.
if The Bear can keep running as a comedy, I think it's okay that Penguin can be a limited series.
still wild to me that is
That-
a comedy.
So
That
apparently
is
there are
okay.
discussions about a potential season 2 for the Penguin series. It has not been confirmed. Right now, and it has not been renewed. So technically it is a limited series.
Mm.
I wonder if
It
they're
would've
trying
been-
to.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I wonder if they're trying to like.
Get
I
in
don't
there.
want to say stop. No, it's like say stop the Matt Reeves stuff, but like put a cap on it,
Maybe.
so that way they can do the James Gunn stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, despite the whole Elseworlds conversation maybe being like, we just don't want to have everything running at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says that there's like a bunch of videos explaining why the Penguin season 2 is considered dead.
Jesus, not dead.
That is
Hey, Jasmine.
interesting. Yeah.
What, Jordan? Let's see if this layup works. Jordan, but if that wasn't announced, I feel like something else was announced for a second thing. Jasmine, do you know what was announced?
K-pop Demon Hunters!
There you go.
K-pop Demon
There you
Hunters
go.
was officially confirmed, and not only that, but they're actually starting the writing process.
My
But
God.
not only
got all the scoop. Oh, God.
not only is it becoming, it
First of
will
all,
have
Jasmine-
a series as well. By the way, just so you know, it will also have a series and a multiverse. It also is going to have a multiverse. So it's not just
You
going to be the story of the
awakened the
K-pop
monster.
Demon Hunters. It's not only going to be K-pop, the original, the Mira, the Zoe, and the Rumi, but we will get continuation stories, and we might even see how Guima got his start.
You awakened a monster with that one.
Jasmine,
Yeah.
pause. But like
Was that what you were
that
talking
microphone couldn't have been any further in your mouth. Like that was. Yeah, you were just like so excited, and you didn't even talk about the biggest part of it.
that they
The big-
got number 1 on the Billboard Top 200.
Well, that's nice, but no, how they've knocked off, I don't know, Squid Game. They knocked off Bootylicious.
I thought we
They
talked
also
about
have
that
done
Last
all
time,
sorts of like things. Also, Jordan, what else did they knock off?
everything they've knocked
What
off.
did they knock
Oh,
off?
they were
Nothing. I'm just playing with you. But
Red
there's another anime
Notice.
thing that did
There's
do an
a-
achievement this week.
Oh, Demon Slayer!
No.
Congratulations to Demon Slayer! Holy shit, getting
Yo,
the
Demon Slayer dethroned the champion.
Spirited Away on their first box office weekend. Bro, what's really this goes back
Jasmine,
to
they
the
knocked off the Pokemon or the Pokemon movie.
Pokemon
But-
the first movie had
1998.
the. Yeah, go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say that in my world, it's an accomplishment for you on your box office weekend to knock off an Oscar-winning film. That is impressive.
Oscar winning is also insane.
That is impressive.
Dang.
So when I say Spirited Away, it's not just that you knocked off another anime. You knocked off an Oscar-winning performance. That is incredible.
Y'all think?
Oh, okay, Adam, with
y'all think it goes
neck.
So I agree with Spirited Away. I agree, but we can't sit here and be like, oh, Oscars mean everything. Did we not see Best Song last year? So
she's like, you got me with that one.
It wasn't even that. I was like reliving trauma. That was a lot. I didn't like that.
But knocking off an icon like Pokemon, that's
well. I think what's crazy about that is that the fact that Pokemon has held that since 1998.
Well, yes, but also Pokemon has re-releases, and so it constantly gets re-added up. For it to on one weekend, they said, get that shit out of here. That's really cool. That is really cool. If you ain't gonna make content about that, then what the hell are you doing? Like that alone is really cool. I love it.
It's been a good little thing of animation going on lately.
Kind of what I want to have a roundtable discussion about, and it really went to my conversations of last night and honestly a little bit of what Koi and the Real Rejects have been talking about sensationalizing films and movies, and even with K-pop Demon Hunters, we saw. I mean, and that was a K-pop Demon Hunters was a movie made for movies. They created this specifically to be released in theaters, but now we've got Demon Hunters, which. This is basically a bunch of episodes that we've turned into a movie. This film was 2 hours and 30 some odd change, which is a long ass movie, but really was like 6 episodes that are jammed together. And when you watch it, you see the cuts, you see where the episode is. But does the success of Demon Slayer spell trouble for a bunch of money-hungry individuals who might just, instead of giving us episodes, are just going to sensationalize it and release what they have in theaters? And does that mean that the general public, who may not have access to theaters, are going to be at a disadvantage?
I actually made a video about this, saying the state of anime movies is in an interesting place because I don't know what's going to happen with Demon Slayer, because I know that they're apparently the way they are finishing the anime is through the movies. Mm-hmm. But I know what people had a problem with Mugen Train or with the Kaiju number 8 movie, for example, was that essentially it was just the anime episodes of the end of one season and the beginning of the next season. So then when you actually watch the anime on TV, it's the same thing, possibly even reanimated and like sometimes worse.
Added a few things in here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that this trend I noticed started with Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z movies. Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods came out. Dragon Ball Z Resurrecting F came out. They were really cool. Then the shows came out and it redid the same story, but had different animation. Obviously, some of it a little dumbed down, cut for TV and episodes. And so, yeah, it does spell this thing of like, is that really how we want to live out this medium? Because now if people who couldn't afford to go see it in the movies, right? Are they going to get the movie brought to streaming, or are you going to just bring the movie as its own season on the Crunchyroll, for example?
I mean, that's what they did for Mugen Train. It was like season 3 or season 4 or something, and then the new season was season 3B, or it was something weird like that. But my thing is, we've got Jujutsu Kaisen film coming out. We've got a Crunchyroll. We've got a Chainsaw Man movie coming out, but those are not seasons. Those are their own standalone films. And I like that. I prefer that. I know that Demon Slayer has earned the right to have their seasons released like that. They saw the success of Mugen Train, and that worked. You know, despite it all, that worked. Movie Drive You Crazy. I mean, it was a whole in one film, if you will. It was really great. That being, but if you get it,
I don't think anyone heard my little pop. But yeah,
I didn't hear the pop. It didn't catch it.
Your microphone held it.
Yeah, it said leave that in there.
It's okay. We can add it in post. But yeah, I don't know what this spells. I'm of two worlds of it. I love that the movie theaters are getting more buzz and the sensationalization of making movie theaters an event again. I think that's great. I just don't like the idea of having to wait 2 years because we're putting all our whole animosity into making something. And then I have to wait 2 years and spend $20 for me to sit in a theater. I want to sit with these characters. I want to watch it over, 12 weeks and have it be something that I look forward to. I want to sit with these characters. I just don't want it to be a moment in time.
That's true, because when we wait 2 years for the anime, at least for example, like Gacha Yakuza, right? You're getting that week to week. You have at least the communities that are like theorizing, some people who are talking about like the anime versus the manga, how they're adapting these different things. But when you do have a movie, it's great for an experience, but it does become a drop in the bucket, like you said, of like not really getting to sit with any of the moments. Like, for example, some of the moments I'm seeing talking about with Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I want to talk about all your guys' favorite moments, because you've watched it too, Adam, right? I want to know your favorite moments.
But it's like know. when like a certain fight scene like ends and it cuts to black, you want to be like, I feel those stakes and all this stuff. But now with like sitting in the movie, it's like next scene, So
what's your favorite moment? Or I guess let me change that question. What was the moment that left you enough to either want to research or theorize about?
No research or theorize. I mean, you can read the manga. It's there. We know what's going to happen, obviously.
I read ahead.
I did. I absolutely did.
I do. Yeah, I know some of it. My favorite was obviously the backstory of a certain demon.
Akaza.
What?
Akaza?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just say it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. But I get...
Are we talking spoilers?
I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay, there. Spoiler alert for everyone.
So obviously the backstory of him, which by the way, did you watch dub or sub?
Yes.
Does that mean both?
Yeah.
Oh, so the dub version, the father that helps him,
Channing Tatum.
Yes. I'm like, ugh.
I didn't notice. I forgot. I knew that because obviously I went to the premiere. I knew that he was there. I didn't hear Channing Tatum. I did. Did you?
As soon as I heard him out, I looked over at my buddy. Jeremy was with me actually, and I looked at him and I went, "Oh, make a name for myself." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "It's Channing." It was like, "Oh."
Was it like a light bulb moment for them?
Yeah, kind of. So
heard that.
Love the backstory of that, but like also, I love that the way they wrote this, whether manga or anime, whichever one you would go with it. I love that it's almost him and Tanjiro are kind of similar, but not in the same trauma, but in the same feeling. Like he lost his sister, he lost his family, he's doing everything to try to save them. Where the other side, he's being beaten for stealing to help his sick father, and all he wants to do is make his father proud, and all he keeps trying to do is help, and then his father dies, and then because
dies.
That's the word I went with. He dies by his own hands, and he is just, this is whatever. And then he takes that trauma and puts it into training, and then finds this love and finds a purpose again. And then that purpose is ripped from him. Yes.
I like the parallel between Akaza and Zenitsu in that their father figures unalive themselves in order. I mean, obviously Zenitsu's was because he was disappointed in the other guy. And he was like, I can't. And so he himself. But I like the idea that, I like the idea that these father figures, these older figures are doing these things because they believe the world is going to be better. And they believe that they are doing what's best for their prodigal sons. I find that really interesting and unique. Continue.
Yeah, I thought it was good. That was one of my favorite things, but obviously the awakening of a certain whiny, non fighting human that was there.
Whiny.
Oh, Jasmine knows which one.
Do I?
Yeah.
Is it Zenitsu?
I mean, Tanjiro be crying.
Not what?
Zenitsu?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hold on, because you said awaken. That man fell with a purpose. What are you talking about? Him and Inosuke.
He came on smoke.
Woo!
He literally grabbed that sword and was like, "It's on. I sense him here." But he also in that, not that he didn't fight an upper 5 or an upper 3 or upper.
He fought who he needed to fight.
He fought a stronger demon. But he's the only one that fought one of those demons solo. Yeah, and he did it flawless.
He did it.
The thing from
Go ahead. Go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the moment from the trailer where it shows like his eyes
Zenitsu.
like just go off and go over. Yeah. I was like
Locked in.
that scene alone. I'm like, I kind of want to go see this.
That was the reason. That was the way.
So Jordan, do you know who he fights?
I don't know who he fights. I know that.
Have you not seen it yet?
No, he's not seen it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I promise. It's fine. Well,
do you want me to tell you who he fights?
Yeah, I won't remember.
He fights the kid who's their sensei, their master is training both of them to take over, but only one was supposed to take over, but he gives it to both of them. And he's like, why do you give it to him? He can only master the breathing style one. I mastered all of them. But in this whole battle,
so Zenitsu can only do one breathing technique. He can only do literally the first one, which is like, it's the basic. Like the first breathing is the only one that he masters.
And it's supposed to make him. People look at him as lesser because of it.
100%. He is lesser. You know,
but the other one could do 2 through 50,
7,
whatever you know they're at. So that happens,
8.
and it's just this what.
He can do 2 through 8.
8, yeah, because of the other thing. Yeah,
The other thing.
So Jordan the Rock. I
don't get it.
Kevin Hart makes fun of the Rock, and he's like, "Hey,
True.
No, so I love all of that. And I can't wait for obviously not next year after, but. Either way, it's not like we're not eating right now with anime. Like we were just talking about, because like we've got this year, we've got the Jujutsu Kaisen next year, then we go back to Demon Slayer, then Jujutsu Kaisen.
Well,
then
not
Demon
even
Slayer,
talking the big ones. We've got, I don't know if you guys are knee deep in this side, but we've got Assassination Classroom coming back. This is not something you guys care
I haven't watched it. I've heard of Assassination Classroom.
It's one of those.
It's more slice of life, ain't it?
No. Kind of, I think a little. But it's about a classroom where it's a bunch of like, I want to say middle schoolers, maybe high schoolers, but they're trained in different ways to assassinate. And their teacher comes in and he's an alien and he's trying to either learn about people or whatever. But the whole point is you succeed in the class if you can kill me. And it's this like crazy, strong alien. And I think it's even like you kill me or I kill everyone in the world. But throughout it, the alien is giving them like life lessons, and like you end up really liking the teacher, even though like he's here to kill everyone. It's really cool. We like it.
Interesting story. I did not know that. Yeah. The only reason I said slice of life is because like I know it's not like a shonen. I don't think people consider it a shonen, but I don't know what to call that. That is interesting though. Also, not even just anime going live action is real big right now too. With what they just got the writer from Wonder Woman. What is his name? Jason Fuchs.
Better not be Wonder Woman 84.
No, it was the first Wonder Woman, which is why hopefully it'll be good. My Hero live action adaptation. I don't know how I feel about live action adaptations being in talks while the anime is still going on.
Well, I mean, it's the last season now, right? Am I mistaken?
Know.
It's the last season of My Hero that's starting soon.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little better. But it's like,
we're getting
for example,
live action.
Yeah. So like Yu Yu Hakusho, for example, going live action. The show's been gone for a while, sure. But this idea of live action, while we haven't even finished the current animation, I'm like, eh.
Well, it's like Cowboy Bebop, same thing. Didn't do as well, but like it was
so
gone.
Mad. I loved Cowboy Bebop. I think it was honestly. Can I just talk about that for half a second? I'm gonna, regardless of whether you want me to or not. I think that the reason why that show didn't do well was because of Faye Valentine's outfit. I really do. I think that a lot of people sexualize.
I'm gonna look at.
Please go ahead, pull it up. I'm not gonna talk while it's up, but pull it up.
No, go for it.
You're good. Go.
But if you look at Faye Valentine from the anime and then look at the choice of her wardrobe, I think a lot of the chauvinistic people were like, they've changed everything. It was a shot for shot. This truly was like the same way that One Piece is a shot for shot and they're pulling up a bunch of little Easter eggs and cameo that only those who know would know. That's the exact same thing that they did. And John Choi, I think he was the lead actor in that, fucking nailed. No, am I saying because that's the Wicked director. That's not right.
No, I'm more on the, we all heard that same thing, right? Jordan, you heard that?
What?
I did, but I'm moving on.
There
was like a random beep.
Yeah.
There was a random beep. It was like, buckle.
Yeah.
Jasmine's like, I'm the only one who didn't hear it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, you
So-
froze in my screen for a second, and it was just went, and then it was like gone.
Like a chick.
They even show the little bit of her like midriff. Like it's pretty accurate. It's just it's not all the way up here.
Well, because she's normally wearing like a yellow bikini, and like you can see her thong hanging out. Like it's very sexualized. It's a short mini yellow outfit, but that's a signature Faye look. But I think because of Faye not being this femme fatale, sexy Asian woman, they were like, throw the whole shit away. Like, just throw it all away. It's not. I think she's the only one that was heavily changed, but it's just not. It's not what they wanted.
Guys, I need anime fans to get it together. I there was someone else who was having a conversation. Actually, a friend of ours. You'll hopefully get to meet him, Jasmine Malcolm. He talked about this on his podcast of like
Question,
some anime fans.
Was he in the middle?
Was he in the what? Oh
no,
that's funny. That's funny. We should pull a joke like that on him for a video. That's funny. He had a conversation on the Storm podcast about like, we got to admit that sometimes when certain things in anime make people uncomfortable or are kind of weird, that it's okay to like admit that conversation, right? An example he gave, he likes watching Dandadan, but he would understand how the random removal of clothes from characters might make someone else uncomfortable. And they might be like, I can't watch this because like it does it too much. It's not for me I can't look past it. And he said that someone jumped in the comments and was like, well, if you understand like the cultural significance of why they're trying to, and he's just like, we're doing too much. And I think with the Faye Valentine thing, it's a similar conversation on the opposite end of like, why is it so pertinent to the character for you for her thong to hang out of shorts? Like, is that really that important to the story or the plot? Now, do sometimes we like the sexy for the plot? Yes, we do. But does that ruin an entire show? No. So and it's weird that type of mentality, that mob mentality over things like that, can kill a show. Like what you're saying. You're on mute, or did you unplug your mic? There you are. She was like,
people actively will not watch a show because of shit like this, and it's very bothersome. Has there been a show on your end, Adam? Because I know we'd be watching different shit. Like, I was gonna ask, is there anything like sportsy or like F1E? Because I'm trying to go through all spectrums, but like, oh my god, they're wearing the wrong stickers on their jersey. I don't fucking know.
That might have been the cringiest thing you've ever sent to me.
Is there
you
anything
could right now, and it would be less cringy than you just saying that to me?
Like,
no, like, not really. I can't even think of anything where everyone's been like, "Oh, that doesn't make sense of this," or whatever. I mean, people argue.
Like it happens in soccer,
right?
They'll be like, "Oh, these colored like these style or these colored jerseys."
People argue about like the clothing of things. Like they'll do like City Connect jerseys or things like that, and people hate them. But like, I could care. It's a one night event. I could care less. It's not like they're ever going to wear them again. So it's just for them to make money. But I get what Jasmine's talking about and what you're talking about, where like, what do you care if like the two sides of the thong are hanging out? The show was good. Well, I don't think I watched Cowboy Bebop, the live action. I don't think it was great. I think the anime's fine. I think the live action was not great. But I don't think it matters. I think as long as the story is good and you are close enough, move on. Really, if there was an anime though that you could do live action, what would it be for? What would it be?
Me? Anime?
Either. Both. If there's what anime would you want to see in live action?
Attack on Titan.
I mean, I think that's just the one we all like. Yes,
that's probably the best one because essentially Game of Thrones with Titans. What's up?
I am currently doing my very first. I have to be very specific about saying this because I did watch it while it was on screen, but I'm doing my very first watch through of Attack on Titans where you sit down and actually digest all of it. And there's this weird jump. You guys have all watched it. There's this weird jump from season 2 to season 3 where it feels like I've lost a lot of information. And then like, there's 1,000 things there's Historia, there's the main bad guy, there's the Beast Titan, there's all of this like lore that is trauma dumped on me. And I'm just like, I always thought in watching it, because obviously there was like a 10-year difference between the seasons back then, I always thought that I was just ignorant and like I didn't understand, or like it was like playing Kingdom Hearts when you go from the 1 to 2, but then there's like Kingdom Hearts, all these like video games in between that if you didn't play them, you missed core context of the game. That's what it felt like to me. But I summarizing, I would like a live action in Game of Thrones style of Attack on Titan, because I need that filled in. And I think that I don't want this to be a movie. I want to be very fucking clear about that. I do not want 3 Attack on Titan movies. I want to sit with these characters. I want a live action Attack on Titan, because then we can have episodes where we're going back to the original first girl, like I forget her name, but like we go back and we see all of that. HBO, man, put it on HBO. Who do we got to call?
You mean Paramount?
Paramount, because you think, oh,
because Paramount's about to buy Warner Brothers.
Paramount's about to buy Warner Brothers. So yeah, everything.
I don't
This
like
is
that.
the Disney effect. It's gonna be. This is. I don't know if you. There's some.
There will
movie.
be 4 companies at the end of this. It will be Apple TV. It will be Netflix.
For now.
It will be Disney. It will be Paramount.
Sony will be around.
Sony's going to latch on to probably Apple, I bet you.
I think Sony's going to be eaten by Netflix, to be honest. I think Sony and Netflix will.
After everything with K-pop Demon Hunters, yeah, true.
Ooh, Adam's got a thought. Adam's got a thought.
You said Sony will be eaten up by something, then it reminded me of something. If Steven Spielberg came to you and said, hey, I want to give you the most absurd amount of money possible, would you tell him no?
No.
Okay, so Activision, who owns Call of Duty, did. They said,
how
Spielberg,
much was he asking for? Like how much rights?
He wasn't asking. He wanted
his point is the movie would have made all of the money.
Yeah, so the man who made one of the best war movies ever, Saving Private Ryan, he came to Activision, who owns a game called Call of Duty. It is the largest game in the freaking world.
About Call of Duty? I was raised on the rights of Call of Duty.
Sure. Anyways, so he wanted to make a movie for it, and they said no to Spielberg. And now, Jordan, who's making it?
Paramount. So
Paramount
what's funny is
Paramount make Halo, and that shit was stupid. Who made Halo?
But still going.
Is it really?
I don't care Master Chief had sex and has a wiener. I do not care.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of live action and how you said that like we needed to fill in the gaps, that was a gap we didn't need filled in. Nobody cared about Master Chief.
Hey, you know what? I'm proud of them actors. I'm proud of those actors for sticking with it and sticking it in, I guess. Good for you.
Because I would... Because I like what Jasmine said is like when we do remakes or live actions or all that stuff, that is the chance for you to fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
When something goes from manga to anime, a lot of times we're filling in the gaps of those pages.
And you know what?
When you go live,
I'm so sorry. Speaking of filling in the gaps, though, Pedro Pascal starring in a gay romance alongside a Marvel star, I think that is
headlining it. Them headlining it as him working with a Marvel star as if he was not in Marvel as well is crazy.
They didn't say the actor. So it's genius marketing, because then you're like, is it Chris Evans? Is it Chris Pratt? Is it Chris Hemsworth? Like you're literally going through being like, who was the Marvel star? We already know. We already know. Yeah. It's the other mustache Hispanic man. Like we know.
Yeah, he plays new Falcon, right?
Yeah.
It's not Anthony, is it?
No, Anthony Mackie is the other.
No, Anthony Ramos. I thought no, that's the name of the actual character, isn't it?
No, I think that if I remember correctly, that is his name. Hold on.
Is it really? Are they really both Anthony? I never knew. Wait, isn't it? Wait. No, Anthony Ramos is Ironheart. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, Anthony Ramos is from what's it called? I will tell you, Danny
Ramirez. And they will.
But then putting Marvel star is crazy.
He's a Marvel star.
No, but I'm saying what to Jasmine's point, they did it so that way it's like Pedro and who, but also as if Pedro is not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's crazy.
Marvel on Marvel. We love it. I'd watch that movie. So it's two actors who play a couple who leave Los Angeles to start a new life in Mexico. The project originally involved Joaquin Phoenix as well, but he dropped out just a few days before film began. I think we had mentioned that. I remember seeing a lot of things about Joaquin Phoenix dropping out of a predominantly gay film. So
If you think about it, though, it's not the first superheroes to do this. I mean, a DC and Marvel superhero back and forth did a gay rom-com, well, not rom-com, but drama at one point. It was the Joker and Mysterio.
What was the movie?
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, I still haven't seen Brokeback Mountain. But they
Brokeback Mountain is fantastic.
But I know, and they just had their 20th anniversary, and my schedule just wouldn't align. This is very frustrating. But that is something I desperately do want to watch.
But yeah, to go and I love how we went here because filling in gaps.
You're welcome. I have very good comedic timing.
But yeah, that's what I do enjoy of adaptations. I feel like, for example, we used to have the problem of the opposite in books, right? Like one of the things people didn't like about book adaptations was that you like cut out a lot of like what felt like important stuff. So yeah, if we do live actions of like anime, I want it to bring value. We've said that about reboots as well, or remakes. It's like, bring me some type of value. When you reboot The Lion King, showing me what Nala was doing in Pride Rock helps me fill in the gap from the animation. I know that, that maybe isn't the best example.
Pride Rock?
All I know is Mufasa deserved it.
I still haven't seen Mufasa.
That's
it's just
wait. Did you see Kai's stream when she was on and he played the Aaron Pierre sound?
Oh yes, the girlfriend of Tiana Taylor. I'm not disrespecting her. I just was trying to give Jasmine context. She was on Kai Sanat's stream, and so when she came out, he played Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa.
He's sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, look at the soundbite I got," and he played. And her face, Jasmine went.
She was just like,
she
this
probably
bitch.
has been hearing that so much
for a year.
I'd be over it too, and also like. If it's my podcast and you're here to talk about me, why would you start by acknowledging someone else? That feels
so
really
he did.
douchey.
So like it's just him. It's not a podcast. He's doing 30 days live.
He's live streaming, and she just popped in.
She was different stars will come in, and different people will come in and do things. And she happened to be sitting there after he already brought her out. They were talking for a bit, and he goes, "Oh, look at one of the sound bites I have," and he hit it, and it was the Aaron Pierre song, and she just instantly was like, "Ugh."
I just know that if we're talking about me. I don't need.
They're not talking about her though. That's the problem. So what I was going to say is, so that's what I was going to give you is like the thing about Kai Cenat. He is such a big enough streamer. I learned his guests pay to come on his stream. Like, so she maybe didn't pay. It might have been an exchange of value in some other ways.
Like, yeah. Hopefully,
first of all, you need to watch.
That's not what I meant.
You need to watch him out, boy.
That's not what I meant.
Watch him out.
I meant more like. Jumping in some videos or something like that, for like TikTok and everything. But they actually, that's what I learned. Like rappers pay to be on his stream.
Like right now, Jasmine, he's still asleep because he's in LA. He's in Cali or Bayou right now.
He's streaming while asleep.
Yeah, he's streaming while sleeping. There's almost 60,000 people watching him.
Is there music in the background, or
they play like a video or do like
no? So it's the drummer. And not Miles, but what's his name again, Jordan?
Malik.
He was
the Miles TikTok NPC Miles on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's there and he's just reading the stream. Thanks for the this, thanks for the that, thanks for the 10 gifted, thanks for the 5 gifted. And he just sits there and does that. And then the drummer will drum if people give so many gifts and things like that and stuff. And then like he's just sleeping. And like if somebody gifts like I think it's like 200 gifts. His bed will literally come out and start like going around in circles and stuff while he's sleeping.
He's iCarly. He's iCarly in real life, Jasmine.
Basically.
And people treat him like iCarly because the fact that people are on his live giving money while he's asleep. I see your confusion.
It's not confusion. It's annoyance and jealousy. That's all it is.
Oh, I mean,
it's just annoyance and jealousy. And
she's like, I can admit.
No, I will always admit when I'm jealous. I very much would like an ease of financial stability.
Because you're like, I work hard.
Yeah, I there is a sellout to it, but I mean, fuck it. If you're making money, if you can afford to pay your bills, then do it.
Somebody broke it down not too long ago, and it's like he only streams 10 times a month when he's not doing these mafia-thons. He'll stream 10 times a month. That's it. And every stream, it was something like 350,000 he'll make a stream. And that's like with just the stream money, that's not with like any money they're giving companies, things like that. It's just money.
There is a cow. There is a cow on Twitch that's making a shit ton of money because the system that they do with it is, it's like the cow is live streaming and they've set it up to where if you want to feed the cow, you have to donate. So the cow will walk up to the screen and will like moo. And if you donate your bits, if you donate money, depending on how much you give, that's how much feed the cow gets. So if you want this cow to survive, you got to pay for it. And it's just like, it reminds me of like bartending in that bottle of alcohol costs me $20, but I'm charging you $7 a shot, you know? So it's shit like that. Like that cow feed probably doesn't cost a lot, but they're making bank.
That is an insane exploitation that I cannot believe, because it's literally like the cow will literally starve.
I mean, the cow is not going to starve. They will not let that cow starve. They won't let the cow starve, but it's just like, I mean,
it's a literal cash cow.
It's a little cash cow. I mean, it goes back to like on TikTok. I don't know how deep you guys were in TikTok last year, but the NPC shit, but like Bella whatever had like the #1 TikTok, and so a bunch of people were like, we have to beat her out. So it was just a bowl of strawberries and chocolate. The bowl wasn't doing anything. It was just a video of a bowl. I think they might have been moving.
Isn't that like what happened with that egg too?
The egg,
egg that was the most liked on Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like, oh, it's just to beat Kylie Jenner's most liked post. It's
nice individual, by the way.
You met her?
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner?
That's hilarious. You meet everybody. No, Bella Poarch.
The girl with the most liked thing. M to the B, it's M.
Real quick, just to take it back to real talent. Just to take it back to real talent, by the way. I
heard you.
I did not realize Tremel Tillman was the first Black man to win supporting actor in 77 years? 77 years?
Yes, accurate.
77 years.
You know what? I love that you brought up 77 years. What do you guys think of this movie that's called 100 Years and was filmed in 2015 but won't be released until 2115?
I hope I get invited to the red carpet.
Me too, man. My severed head is
y'all want to roll to the red carpet like.
Hey.
We're gonna look like the head in Wednesday.
Hey Siri, if I'm 33 now, how old will I be in the year 2115?
What Siri say? She ain't answering. Siri dumb as hell.
She really is. Google.
Siri just brought up my contact information and was like, "There you go, girl. Do the math yourself."
Girl, what?
Wow.
What a bitch.
Did you not pay her this month?
I did. She's just a bitch. I sent her to Australia and now she's just been a bitch.
I'll be 119.
How old are you?
So I am 29.
Add 4 years.
You'll be a little bit older.
2019, so I'll be 120-ish.
I hope I get invited to the red carpet. It's got to be.
I think Siri and you are synced right now. I'm not. I
hope I'm being invited to the red carpet. It's the funniest response you could have said, because I'm sitting here imagining you getting rolled out like.
I'm gonna be the
fact that John Malkovich is in it is fantastic.
Yeah, that is really cool. I hope that a lot of these actors, like, I want something like that. I would love to, when I get big enough, make a movie that isn't going to be released until like way back when, and then I put a clause in my will that says my descendants have to go on my behalf.
Yeah. Well, there's also that movie. God, I can never remember the name of it, where this guy actually was filming his life for 10 years. Or his, Boyhood. Similar to that. I think that's an interesting thought process of, I want to make something and take 10 years making it and then put it out. Whereas this is, I made something, but it's a time capsule. I'm not showing it for 100 years, where we make films and try to show what happened 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 400 years ago. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a very interesting thought process.
Even going further than that, we don't know what the state of movies are going to be like in that time. We don't know what the state of the world is going to be like.
Will they even have a way to play it?
We don't know what the movies are going to be next year.
We do know what the movies are going to be next year. We've got a whole.
No, I'm just saying it could go to streaming. We don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
There, You know, God forbid we film anything over in London or Japan or something like that. You know, like we don't know what it's going to look like.
State of movies is like the state of. Never mind. I don't know what I was
Let's not go there. Let's not go too extensive. Well, is there anything else you guys want to bring up? We talked about a lot of stuff this time. I'm very proud of us.
I was bored of this Peacemaker episode. I was a little bored.
What were you hoping for?
To be honest. I guess they're saving the gotcha of whatever this universe is, but
the unseasoned universe.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't even peppered there.
I felt like it's James Gunn style to do this, but
I'm sorry, are we boring you?
It's not that. I also have to be on Koi's Instagram today.
Jordan, she played you off. He said, "Cool thought process of Peacemaker played off."
Hey, by the way, guys. But I think because we were told we were going to get like the origins of the quantum unfolding chamber or whatever, which we did with a quick flashback at the beginning of the episode. It didn't feel like it progressed very much. I did like the interaction between Adebayo and Chris, where she was trying to say, what if this is just you're seeing like your heart's desires? I don't think it is what it seems, planting that seed. And then also I've told Adam this. I get maybe what they're trying to do. The Harcourt stuff, I'm just kind of like, I get her existential crisis a little more now, but Harcourt, I'm kind of bored of her. She's kind of been boring me every time. She is like, all right, girl, go get beat up in the bar. Like, y'all stop asking how she is. Clearly she going through something. She not listening to y'all. But yeah, I don't know what I wanted out of it. I think I wanted more of the other universe. Like I wanted him to move it and go back or be caught, I guess. Also, Adam, you know something about the significance of the Eagle appropriator guy, but
I didn't. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Eris did it.
No, you saw a video where someone else talked about it.
I did. He talked about it. It's like the red. So there's these 3 different deity style things that's in there. And it was like a huge piece. And him unlocking that realm that he was like, where he found Eagly and all that stuff is part of this red people or this red thing. Eris talks about it. So if you follow Eris, go look at his thing. But it's like a huge part of the DC universe. So like it's
they just glossed over it.
Yeah, kind of. And like Eris is like, that's a huge deal if you're a comic reader.
Well, I guess that's my point, is like there were so many things that felt like glossed over. I kind of wanted something to be figured out in one of the directions. Like I either wanted him to go ahead and be caught, or I wanted Harcourt to get whatever she needs.
So you were looking for affirmation,
I guess, because I felt like the episode before gave us enough of the mystery. So I guess I just wanted some more clarity of the mystery, and it just felt like we just danced around the mystery. But
I mean, there's more to come. Show. Yeah, there's more to come with Peacemaker.
It very much was, to me, for right now, was the weakest episode.
Shit.
For me.
Them some big words, especially given that you're talking about all of these big things that happen in the episode, but for you, it's still the weakest.
I think it's just because I was like, I don't know what I watched. Like you just said, the whole thing of him unlocking that realm.
Just went over your head.
I was like, is this supposed to be important, or is he just on drugs? Like what?
Little column A, little column B.
Yeah, man, a little bit of both. By the way, I love that the actor always plays this type of character. Like he, I don't remember his name, but he was Yondu in Guardians. He was the racist in The Walking Dead. That was where I was first introduced to him. Was he's Daryl's racist brother?
He's got a niche. You know what? You got an actor. You got to find your whatever. I digress.
He plays that really well.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? We're at like a little over 50 minutes now.
No, I'm just getting his name. Michael Rooker. Like, that's it. I knew I was Michael something. I couldn't think of it. Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker, we appreciate your work, but you take some really tough roles. Because I remember after The Walking Dead, I didn't like you, but then you did Yondu in Guardians Part 2, and I was like, yeah.
It was the Mary Poppins.
It's Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Mary Poppins, y'all.
Chief of War's fantastic. It's doing well. Invasion's great. Both are Apple. I'm sorry. They're
you said
both
Chief of War is doing good?
Chief of War's so good. It is so unbelievably good. It's like a history. It's not like history. It is a history lesson, but it's literally what happened in Hawaii, like it's their history, and they're making a show about it and showing what happened. And it's so gorgeous, which at this point, I can't really argue about that because everything Apple does is
gorgeous,
always visually stunning.
They do have a particular vision and style for all of their shows. So I know where the money's going with cinematography. All right, before Jordan throws up on all of us. Thank you guys for liking, watching. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, do all the things, hit all the buttons. I will see you guys next week. We're getting closer to New York Comic Con and
3 weeks away from today.
3 weeks away from today, and you guys are gonna do your little podcast in New York that I will not be a part of. But
I don't know if we are or aren't. I don't know if we are or aren't. I don't know that.
We'll see what happens. But until then, guys, hasta pasta and live long and prosper. Goodbye.